So, hello everybody. We're at ARC Forum, and I'm here with Jane Arnold of Aperio. Welcome, Jane. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, Lucian. So I'm Jane Arnold, as Lucian said, from Aperio. I have over 30 years experience in manufacturing, most of that in chemical as a control engineer, plant manager, and then global head of manufacturing technology.
Thank you, and always share a lot of your insights with IoT world community, so we appreciate that. So maybe as Aperio specializing in this industrial challenge of data quality, we've been collecting data for many, many years. Maybe talk a little bit about some specific examples how your solutions have addressed a complex problem.
I'm happy to. And one thing that I want to say, the reason why I joined Aperio is because they're solving a problem that I think will be impactful across the industry. Mm-hmm. And just to give a couple of examples, we have one customer who's in industrial gas industry, and when they started using Aperio DataWise, they quickly saw that they had some configuration errors in their PI system structure mm-hmm. in what they were doing, and they were able to correct that. Didn't realize they weren't getting all of the PI data aggregated at the top layers they were expecting. But I think a more impactful thing that we found was that the same company, they're using Aperio to monitor environmental tags. So critical one environmental reporting tags. And as soon as we were training them, showing them how to use the system, they found right away that one of these critical one tags was flatlined. And it had been flatlined for a year, so they were able to correct it before reporting was due. And really, they got really excited that they could see that there was a transmitter error on the data that they had, and they had no idea. They had no alarm or any understanding. And it was flatlined because the transmitter was set up to hold last value, mm-hmm. and so it not necessarily going to alarm on the control system.
Right. So obviously this is a framework. It's not one solution fits all.
That's right.
And you're trying to get us. So you used one examples. Are there others that maybe can't be templatized that? Let's say in a process industry, you say, all right, we've done this for these customers, maybe one or two or three of them, but now let's templatize and maybe how do you empower the folks that work with the data, realize that they have the bad data?
Yes, so the bad data, it's hard to quantify exactly how much there is, mm-hmm. but if you've worked with time series data, industrial data, and trying to solve problems with it, you know that you always find tags that maybe are dead or they're not working properly, and you want to put it into your dynamic simulator or your process predictive model, and the data isn't good, so you have to go back and fix things before you can actually use it. Some of the examples that we have in, just for example, in offline use cases, one company found an unusual anomaly in their data, and when they went to investigate, the transmitters were fine, but they actually had an oil leak. So they were able to avoid a catastrophic event and switch to the other line and do the proper cleanup without it becoming a big deal. Now, I wouldn't expect that to be found every day, but that's an example of what you'll find when you're looking for anomalies in the data. And this is, the anomalies are just differences than what it's been trained on, which is the historical reference.
Got it. Thank you for that. Now, this week at ARC, there is a number of different folks with different backgrounds. There are big end users, there are analysts, there's managing consultant, there are vendors. What are some of the key takeaways that you take and for that applies to the Aperio customers and perhaps empower them towards this operational excellence?
So where we see Aperio fits in the technical stack is in between your data historian and your analytics engines, mm-hmm. so that we can verify the data that goes into your data models, and you trust the data. As you trust the data, you're building confidence, and then you're making decisions based on data that's better informed. And,
right.
and people like that idea of being able to be more confident about that. Early in my career, it was always, every time I wanted to do anything, I had to go verify all the information first. And this is an easy way to verify the information before applying it into a more complicated role.
Got it. Thank you for that. And maybe just to close, what are some of the ways that people can engage with Aperio and leverage the solution there?
Well, we'd be happy to give a demo. You can go to our website at aperio.ai, and myself and my colleague Paul Hagan are both here at ARC, and we can show it to you, talk to you about it. We can schedule time otherwise. Really happy to show it. I'm personally excited about it because I feel like this is something that's been missing throughout my career as a way to easily identify problems in the field.
Thank you. And if you're having challenges in your facility and you like to engage, you're not at ARC, you may be watching this from your facility, feel free to leverage the hashtag below, ask a question. We'll get Jane or Paul or somebody within the Aperio or other folks to answer your questions. So leverage the hashtag you see on the bottom. And hopefully you'll see Jane in some of the IoT World virtual events as well.
Yes, thank you very much, Lucian.
Thank you.